At the party, Kevwe was shocked to see his colleague. He dropped their drinks and walked away immediately. Why did he react so suddenly? What exactly was he afraid they would discover? Because of how awkward everything looked, the group decided to leave before more eyes turned toward them. When they got outside, most of them began imagining terrible things that might happen to Kevwe. But Jonathan stopped them. Why panic when they knew Kevwe could handle himself? With that assurance, they all left. Meanwhile, Kevwe remained lost in the whole scenario until his colleague called his attention, urging him to continue with his work. What was running through his mind at that moment? Why did he feel so overwhelmed? That night, Amira finished her prayers and expressed her worries about Kevwe. After all, he was their friend, and she felt something wasn't right. Why was her heart so restless about him? They talked more in this light as the moments passed. That same night, Jonathan was on a call with his father. He told him about his best friend and how he wanted to help secretly without Kevwe knowing it came from him. His father understood and decided to call one of his managers to secure a good job for Kevwe. Would this plan truly help Kevwe or create more complications? The next morning, Amira saw Bella's mom arrive unannounced. Shocked, she rushed to inform Bella so she could dress decently and wipe off her makeup, which she quickly did. But why did Bella panic so much? Her mother entered and announced that Bella's uncle would soon be around to look after her. Bella wasn't happy with this in any way. That morning, Soma opened her door only to find something strange placed outside. What could it be? Why did her roommate immediately report it to the school authorities? Meanwhile, Jonathan was set for lectures, leaving Kevwe, who was deeply asleep. As he approached his car, he met a young lady whose ankle was hurt, so he offered her a lift. Was this simple act of kindness about to lead to more drama? However, Bella's mom strongly opposed the beauty show Bella planned to attend. When Bella realized her mother had bought clothes for her and Amira, she panicked again. Why did she feel trapped? Her mother collected the room key and headed toward her room. Bella felt so uneasy about her mom and her dressing, but Amira reassured her as they left together. Jonathan took the injured young lady to the school clinic. She appreciated him deeply, and after exchanging pleasantries, he left to get Soma from her hostel. Outside the clinic, the lady encouraged Soma in a brief conversation. She wanted Jonathan's number, but Soma didn't give it to her. Was she protecting Jonathan, or was she simply being careful? Later that day, a female student came to check on Kevwe, only to find out he was burning up with fever. Soma was in her room studying when her roommate suddenly returned with the hostel authorities. They claimed they found some suspicious substances and a weapon under Soma's bed. Why would anyone want to frame her? Her roommate complained bitterly about the terrible things Soma apparently did. Amira, Jonathan, and Bella rushed to the campus clinic to see Kevwe. But when Amira and Bella heard that Fatima was inside with him, they were shocked. Why was Fatima the only one allowed in? Amira tried calling Soma, but her number wasn't going through. At the hostel authority office, Soma was accused, scolded, and penalized for being a threat to the hostel. She was ordered to pack out within 24 hours. Wherever she stayed after that was not their concern. She pleaded, saying she was being set up, but her words didn't matter. How do you defend yourself when no one believes you? At the campus clinic, Kevwe finally woke up and saw only Fatima. When he asked about his friends, she lied, claiming she was the only one who brought him there and stayed with him. Why was she so desperate to keep the others away? She insisted on buying him food. Fatima blocked all of Kevwe's friends from entering, claiming he needed a change of clothes. To avoid a scene, they reluctantly left. Soma, who had nowhere to go, wandered helplessly while her roommate mocked her, celebrating their success in destroying her image. Soma could only call out her foolish behavior and walk away. Where would she sleep now? Who could she trust? Meanwhile, Bella's mom was shocked to discover indecent dresses in her daughter's wardrobe. Somewhere else, Fatima waited for her friend who had gone to buy food for Kevwe. She bragged excitedly about her plans. She didn't want Kevwe's friends interfering because she planned to use both Kevwe and Jonathan indirectly to rise to fame, both in school and on social media. She planned to ride on Jonathan's family wealth and Kevwe's charisma. But how far was she willing to go? Meanwhile, Jonathan was shocked to find the injured girl he helped earlier waiting in his room. She told him she asked around to find him. Jonathan freshened up and packed clothes for his sick friend, but she insisted on getting his number since they were now friends. Was she genuinely interested, or did she have her own motives? Hours later, when Bella entered her room, her mother began scolding her for the clothes she found in the wardrobe. How would Bella explain this mess? Could her lies save her again? Fatima tried her best to make Kevwe eat because she cared, or so she claimed, but he refused and asked to be left alone. As she stepped out, Amira entered. She told Kevwe how they rushed him to the clinic, but that Fatima blocked everyone. She told him everything. Kevwe was about to compliment her appearance at the party the other night, but Amira left quickly. What stopped her from staying? Jonathan later saw Soma outside and was shocked. She told him she had been kicked out. Jonathan carried her into his car as she explained everything, not knowing what went wrong. He promised to look into it after they checked on Kevwe. At the hostel, Bella lied smoothly to her mom that she was in charge of costumes for a beauty show. Her lie sounded so real that her mother apologized before leaving. Bella sighed in relief. How long would her lies protect her? That evening, Jonathan sat beside Kevwe, who woke up. Kevwe apologized for everything and the stress he had caused his friends. They relaxed together and enjoyed the quiet moment. The next day, Soma went for a music audition. She was tense because of her father's harsh words about music. Would she disappoint him or choose her own path? One of the judges encouraged her, and she sang freely. At the end of the audition, Soma was informed that she passed and was selected to perform at upcoming events. He advised her to switch her course to music. She felt light and hopeful again as she thanked him. Jonathan came to pick up Soma from one of his dad's guest houses nearby. Soma was so grateful for his help, and together they went to report the situation to the head of the female hostel. He explained that such issues had been happening for a long time, but he promised to get to the root of it. Would this finally bring Soma justice? Soma was relieved that, with Jonathan's help, they managed to speak directly with the main hostel head. What would have happened if Jonathan hadn't stepped in? They had a pleasant and reassuring conversation as the moments passed. At the hospital, Amira, Wiser, and Bella arrived, and Bella poured out her frustration, vowing never to visit Kevwe again. But, to their surprise, Kevwe apologized to all of them for everything he had put them through. Could they trust his sincerity this time? He then asked what was required to join their group, although Wiser acted like he was already the leader. Bella and Amira playfully told him simply to be nice and smile more. That evening, Jonathan dropped Soma at her new place, which she had already told her friends about. He promised to come pick her up for lectures the next day, then rushed off to see Kevwe. Why was he suddenly in such a hurry? The next day, Amira and her friend were chatting when Bella insisted that Amira join the pageant show because she was the prettiest. Bella even suggested that Amira date Jonathan instead of Kevwe because, in her words, they were a perfect match. But Amira didn't take her seriously. Could Bella be right, or was she just stirring unnecessary drama? Later on, Jonathan, Amira, Wiser, Bella, and Soma walked Kevwe back to his room. Since he had been resting too much, Bella pleaded with Jonathan to inform the restaurant owner that Kevwe would resume work soon. Jonathan promised he would. They all enjoyed their time together. How long would this peace really last? Another day, Amira was relaxing near the line space when Fatima and her friend Oz confronted her. They warned Amira and her friends to stay away from Jonathan and Kevwe. For what reason exactly? Because Amira knew Kevwe well, she simply wished Fatima good luck and walked away. Fatima, however, only cared about the fame she thought she could get from all this. Did she really believe she could manipulate everyone so easily? That night, a group of girls involved in cult practices held their meeting. Soma's former roommate was among them. The next day, Soma, Amira, and Bella were shocked to hear that some students in the school were actually involved in cultism. Beauty stopped by to greet Soma and asked if Jonathan might be in class. Soma said yes, and she left. Bella, who already disliked Beauty, said all kinds of things about her as they walked away. Was Bella jealous, or did she know something the others didn't? Days later, Soma was invited to the office of the subhead of the female hostel, where she was informed that her room had been returned to her. The subhead told her the room was now fully hers. Soma was overjoyed and hugged Jonathan tightly, thanking him, saying it wouldn't have happened without him. They planned a small celebration at the guest house and agreed to invite only their group. Was this finally Soma's moment of peace? That night, Kevwe and his friends gathered. After Bella recorded her video of the cake and the group, they made a toast and enjoyed the evening. Hours later, everyone was drunk, except Kevwe. Bella suddenly remembered Amira's pageant dress, which they still needed money for. Jonathan promised to take care of everything. Would he truly keep that promise? The next morning, Soma wondered why Amira was staring at Kevwe while he was still asleep. Did she feel something more for him? Amira then felt a small muscle pull as everyone got up to freshen up. But guys, something major happened right before the pageant show. What exactly took place? Sit back and wait for the next episode. Kindly subscribe to this channel to stay updated.